If you've ever wondered whether Celebrity Reflection still holds up as one of Celebrity Cruises' most beloved ships, let me save you some of that guesswork. Yeah, it absolutely does. I recently sailed on Celebrity Reflection out of Port Everglades, Fort Lauderdale, and while not everything was perfect, my stateroom had a ridiculous amount of problems that I'll be sure to link here at the end. There were quite a few standout highlights that made the cruise experience genuinely memorable. And because I'm a glass half full kind of guy, I want to make sure that I balance out my review of Celebrity Reflection with the other half that went right. Whether you're considering your first Celebrity cruise or debating between ships in their Solstice-class lineup, I want to share with you a variety of the best things about the Celebrity Reflection that truly stood out to me. I am the solo cruiser Wade Heath, and if you feel like my reporting and perspective bring you any sort of value, please consider subscribing to this channel and ensure that like button is firmly pressed. Here we go. First, let's talk about the elegant, light-filled design that still feels modern. Even though Celebrity Reflection debuted in 2012, the ship still feels stylish, very polished, and quite modern for a ship of its age, not dated or tired like you might expect from a decade-old vessel. The grand foyer, flooded with natural light, the sleek glass elevators, and the warm color palette throughout the ship all create a sense of understated luxury. The Reflection has this unique ability to feel upscale without being pretentious. You can go from lounging by the pool in your flip-flops to sipping a martini at the ice-topped martini bar, and it all just sort of feels cohesive and comfortable. That's the vibe of the Celebrity Reflection. To follow that, the Solarium, a tranquil oasis for adults. If you're looking to truly unwind and avoid the occasional chaos of the main pool deck, the Solarium on Celebrity Reflection is kind of a game changer. It's adults only, climate controlled, and features a serene pool area surrounded by cushioned loungers and lush greenery. The soft music, the gentle lighting, and the soothing sound of water make this the ideal spot for reading, maybe meditating, or just floating in blissful silence with no one doing cannonballs next to you. And this is a very popular area on sea days in particular, therefore I'm going to suggest you get there early on a sea day in order to grab a lounger. One of the other really nice aspects of the Solarium happens to be the spa cafe that is included inside of the Solarium confines. The spa cafe comes with light bites, morning to late afternoon, complimentary beverages as well as beverages you can buy. Smoothies and more upscale items are included here to purchase, so if that's something you'd like to take advantage of, it's there for you. Otherwise, there's plenty of included stuff to enjoy here at the Spa Cafe. To follow, we head on over to the Lawn Club, real grass at sea. Yeah, real grass. It's kind of amazing. The Lawn Club on the top deck is one of Celebrity's signature features, and it's even more enjoyable on Celebrity Reflection thanks to the addition of private alcoves, a wine bar, the laid-back vibe that makes you forget that you're actually on a massive cruise ship. You can grab a drink, you can kick off your shoes and enjoy the ocean breeze while live music plays in the background. You can even watch movies out here. It is easily one of the most peaceful and truly photogenic spots on board. I remember taking a photo here at one point and sending it to a friend of mine who said, Where the hell is that? Where on earth could that be where you are sitting on grass looking at a sunset over the ocean? You're very clearly on a ship. And it was one of those great moments where I had to explain, yeah, I know. How unique is this, right? Definitely a memorable spot to drop by and enjoy at least on one evening taking a sunset here. Next, let's talk about the dining, especially the specialty restaurants. Celebrity has kind of built its reputation around elevated dining, and Celebrity Reflection, I think, continues that tradition pretty darn well. The main dining room, the Opus restaurant, delivers consistently solid meals and stellar service, but it's the specialty dining that really shines on board. Murano is a romantic, French-inspired venue with tableside service and impeccable presentation. The Tuscan Grill, the Italian steakhouse, and a place that meets the sea views at the back aft end of the ship. I would say the filet mignon and truffle fries combo is chef's kiss. And the Lawn Club Grill. Yeah, that Lawn Club I was just talking about. I also got a restaurant up there. It's a fun, interactive experience. Get your dinner grilled in front of you by some chefs. Sit alongside that lawn deck. Take that in while you're enjoying a sunset too. They also have an all-you-can-eat salad bar in the Lawn Club Grill. It is definitely an upcharge that I found to be quite worth it. Even the buffet at Ocean View Cafe surprised me with its variety and its quality, and that's saying something for a cruise buffet. In fact, I did an entirely different dedicated video to the Ocean View Cafe just because I thought the food was really impressive there, and so it was definitely something I wanted to share with everybody. I'll go ahead and link that at the end of this video. The service is next, polished yet personable. Celebrity Cruises is known for its professional service, but I think the Celebrity Reflection crew really stood out to me, from the bar staff who remembered my drink order by day 2, to the guest relations team that kind of rallied around me during a moment where Celebrity could have easily faltered, at least on board, and they chose not to allow that to happen. They went to great lengths to make sure that I had everything that I needed and then some. I think their attention to detail and their genuine friendliness were top-notch. It's that sweet spot between refined and approachable. You feel taken care of and not hovered over. That, to me, speaks volumes of the service experience on board. To follow, the entertainment and bars. Got some subtle sophistication here, as the Celebrity Reflection isn't the kind of ship that throws nonstop pool parties or cranks the volume up to spring break levels. Instead, it offers a more grown-up nightlife. Think live acoustic sets in the ensemble lounge, high-energy performances in the Reflection Theater, and craft cocktails at the world-class bar that I've been told are as artful as they are strong. If you're a fan of martinis, don't miss the Martini Bar and Crush on Deck 4. The bartenders are entertainers in their own right, flipping bottles, creating cocktail pyramids, and delivering drinks with flair. Next, let me mention the Solstice-class charm. Celebrity Reflection is the 5th and final ship in the Solstice-class, as they call it, and it benefits from a decade of refinement and feedback. It has slightly more space than her sister ships, and a few unique features like more Aqua-class staterooms, if you choose to buy into that level of stateroom, and extra deck of cabins, and an overall flow that just seems to work really well. In fact, I was told by celebrity cruising diehard friends that if I was to experience Celebrity for the first time, I should really seek out the Solstice class of ships, because that is one of the best builds Celebrity has ever done. And I thought, they know what they're talking about, I'm going to do that. So I went and sought out a Solstice class ship that was pretty highly rated, and that is the Celebrity Reflection. Look, there's a comfortable rhythm to this ship. It's elegant without being stuffy. It's lively without being overwhelming, and it's the kind of cruise experience that's easy to settle into and kind of hard to leave behind. It's a special vessel. Case in point here is that on some of the stateroom floors, you have like dedicated lounge spaces just hanging out near the elevators. The library, for example, was one of those locations that I thought, this is a really great place to get away from it all. This is a really great place to just go hang out for a bit. They have these spaces on a variety of floors going up to the busier of floors, right? So going all the way up to the Lido deck, there are several of these spots to stop and go enjoy yourself, right? Stop off and really get out of the fray of the chaos that might be Lido. You got your own little nooks and crannies to go enjoy. And I think that's why Celebrity Reflection really shines. A variety of venues with theming that tends to complement the space that you're in. Again, I found it quite charming, and I think you will too. The Celebrity Reflection might not have that flashy tech or massive attractions of the newer mega ships, but that's exactly, I think, what makes it so special. It is refined, it's relaxing, and it's still one of the best choices if you're looking for a premium cruise experience that values atmosphere over adrenaline. For anyone sailing out of Port Everglades, especially solo travelers or maybe couples who appreciate a touch of quiet luxury, I think the Celebrity Reflection is an experience worth savoring. Now, hopefully you won't encounter the same problems that I did when it came to my stateroom. After having explored this ship that was filled with beauty and cleanliness and all kinds of modern touches for a ship as old as it is, I guess you could say I was left in shock when I walked into my cabin for the first time and saw the state that it was in. While the crew on board did a terrific job trying to fix things for me, I was really disappointed in the way in which Celebrity Corporate failed to even validate my concerns. I'm going to share exactly what happened with you in a video on the right, and as promised, the buffet video of dinner at the Ocean View Cafe over on the left. I'm the solo cruiser, Wade Heath. We'll see you next time.